Division, thank you for waiting patiently, brother. Go ahead and chime in on the topic.
Yes, bro. So like pretty much kind of like what I was saying the other night, and then like from what y'all was kind of talking about. I mean, I don't know if like necessarily. I know you were kind of asking her specific questions, and I don't know if she was answering them in the way that you were asking or the way that you would like it. But like some of the things, even if they didn't like correlate with how you asked them, I do agree with like she was saying, and that was kind of the direction I was going like the other night, just pretty much saying that like again, some people do have genuine friendships, and regardless of their relationship status, if both of those friends are in a relationship, if one is single and the other is in a relationship, whatever the case may be, I genuinely believe that men and women can be just strictly friends and be best friends also while being in a relationship and it not be nothing more to it.
Okay, okay. Oh, so when I spoke on the whole, okay, do you believe that both men and women? Somebody say he cap. They said you
No,
cap.
but like I
Do you?
seen I seen here, let me pull it up too, because I just seen it yesterday too, and I saved it, and it's crazy because it popped up yesterday and we just had like the live the other night, but it was
I
this one
know,
thing.
bro. Bro, it's so weird. Somebody literally just sent this to me like probably like an hour ago, and they was in the live the other night. So they was like, bro, I was literally just scrolling and I saw this, and I remember you talking about it the other night. But
Yeah,
okay,
like
but bro, let's be all the way real though. Do you believe that both men? There are a lot of men and women that be doing the whole playing the role, playing their position thing, all in hopes that one day, the opportunity to get through will present itself. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I mean, due to the fact that a lot of people, the majority of people, don't trust the whole best friend thing, I would say that that probably is true. However, like, so I would agree that that's the majority, but it's only due to like the majority mindsets that a lot of people, aren't comfortable with their partner having a platonic friendship with the, opposite sex of their partner. So that's why, like, I would agree on what you're saying. However, it's just due to the majority mindset. But
But
like I personally don't, align with that or feel like, that I would see a problem.
but but okay, if I said that in most cases it is, I forget, I don't know if it's called like pansexual or sapiosexual. It's one of those damn things where it's like these people, they're more so turned on, if you will, or they more so get attracted to like people's mindsets and their intellect. But for what I say that to say, for most people, if I said that the initial interaction, if I said that physical attraction is what initially brings most people together, would you agree or disagree with that?
You said physical attraction is what brings most people together.
Yeah, if I said physical attraction is what initially brings most people together, would you agree or disagree with that?
I would agree because it's I mean we all have eyes, but physical attraction doesn't always equate to necessarily like
A
you
relationship.
know, correct. Like you could
Right.
like I could see a girl and I could just be like, since I know I'm fly, I know I'll be dressing. I could be like, okay, she'll be a cool friend to compliment my look. Like if we step out or whatever, like she could dress real fly too. It don't necessarily mean I'm looking at her in that type of way physically, but this is what I physically find attractive, the way that you carry yourself. So again, it don't always have to equate to just the highest tier of like, oh, I want to get in bed with you. I want to, like
Right.
I want to like make the advance this into something
Right.
else.
Right. I agree with you on that. However, don't you think, don't again, not you or me and people with our mindset, don't you think most men, if given the opportunity to hunch on a woman that they find attractive, don't you think they'll take advantage of that opportunity?
If given the opportunity. So if the woman, if she were to tell a man like, oh yeah, like it, like say they friends, and she presents that opportunity. I mean, of course, if the opportunity is in your face, typically, and then as a man, you're gonna take her up on that opportunity. However, I feel like if that opportunity, like if she don't make that be known, I still feel like there's it's the reality of it is
I
you
get what you're
still can
saying.
then just maintain like just a platonic friendship
Right,
or
but
the
okay,
platonic relationship.
I get what you're saying, but like, and I said this the other night, and I've said this in the past, and this is just my belief, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying it's facts. I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with me. He may disagree with what I'm about to say, but and Queenie, you're gonna speak next, but I don't think, and obviously we're not women, but I just think as a woman, and not even as a woman or as a man. I don't think if you really see someone as your friend that you should, if given the opportunity, I don't think y'all should even like that shouldn't even be like a possibility between two people that genuinely consider themselves friends. I don't think that friendship is really pure if given the opportunity to sleep with that person, that you would sleep with that person. That's why I tell women all the time, if you really think you have a lot of male friends, call your male friends between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. and tell them to come over and tell them what type of time you on and see if they going to, oblige to that. And if they do oblige to that as a woman, are you really going to still see that person as your friend? So my question to you is, do you really see that as a genuine friendship? Do you really see that friendship as pure if given the opportunity to sleep with that person, they would take advantage of it?
Um, I mean, again, I look at it as because I get what you're saying by the way that you wording it, but I'm just trying to like compare this same question and think of another analogy as far as just to how us humans operate. Like we know we not thieves, but granted, if the bank told us right now we could run in there and like
I got
grab as
you.
much money as we could, it's like
Right.
why wouldn't we
Yeah,
take
yeah.
that? So it's
Yeah,
like I mean we can still be decent humans and not
right.
just running the bank on a regular Monday and be like I'm gonna stick it up. But again, if they told us okay, come in here and grab as much money as you could, then we gonna do it. So it's still like you
Yeah,
can have a
yeah,
genuine
people are
friendship with
definitely
somebody.
opportunists. You're saying people are opportunists. Yeah, and I agree with you on that. I 100% agree with you that people are opportunists. But even again, that's what I'm asking you though. Even if given the opportunity, if that person was to take advantage of that opportunity, do you still see that friendship as like a very pure friendship? And I'm saying that as a man or a woman, if your male or female friend was to make that advance to you, I'm not necessarily going to see that friendship as very pure anymore. Because I personally believe that people that are genuinely friends shouldn't be on that type of time with each other. That's just what I believe.
I get what you're saying. Like it's, I feel like I would just feel like it's 50-50 because, I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna defend my 50%, and then I'm also kind of like give you your 50 on what you saying. Why I
Okay.
say it's 50-50 is because it's like again with the analogy that I just gave and like you just agreed on, it's the opportunity that presented itself. But in the scenario of what the question that you asking, the man didn't try to advance anything beforehand.
Right.
But I also see the 50 that you coming from because you saying with the same analogy that I gave, you're saying like even with the bank scenario, if you genuinely didn't want to take from nobody, even if they said you can come in here and take it, like you just still would turn it down. But I mean, it's just like that's not how us humans are
Right.
wired. So I just feel like the reason why I would stand more so, even though I just say like 50-50 kind of, I would just still stand more so with like what I like how I would say it still would be genuine is because the big factor to it is he didn't make an advancement beforehand. Now, if he had a like let's say just threw a shot at his best friend before it,
Right.
in the past, and he was like, oh yeah, if I had a chance, I woo woo. And then, months later on a lonely night, she called him and said, you know what, come on, blah, blah. That's his chance to take advantage of that opportunity given.
Right.
And that means he already has some underlying.
He was
But if
plotting.
he never, yeah, if he never made an advancement, never made it seem like that's the type of time he was on, blah, blah, blah. And then she just one night, like I said, it's just like you just taking advantage of this opportunity. But I just still feel like it would be genuine because he didn't never do nothing beforehand. So it's all about the person that makes the initial move and, where it started off from.
Okay. I I agree with you, bro. I hear what you're saying. Like you saying like you I get you saying you understand what I'm saying, but I understand what you're saying as well. Human beings being opportunists, and
Yeah.
just like what most human beings are going to do. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's like yeah,
totally
trying to get in where you fit in, basically. Shit.
I totally understand where you come from with that. All right, Miss Queenie, thank you for waiting patiently, Miss Queenie. What is your take on all of this?